to Natural Vitamins Bigger Than Big Show. I'm your host, Renstar, and here's right at the end there,
Broda Greenpoint, man, and we are here with two massive individuals.
Absolutely.
You know?
Pros for sure.
Yeah.
This is where the beef is at. Guys, welcome to the East Coast Championship. IFBB Pros. We have Nick Trigili and Craig Richardson.
Of course.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something. This is the East Coast Championship show in New Jersey. It's good to see the pros come out and support these guys. You guys were there at one time, right?
Of course. Yeah, not that long ago.
Yeah, exactly. Give us some words of advice to the guys that are out here competing, the amateurs that want to be where you are in one day.
I'll let you go first.
All right. Well, since I was recently just here, I did the Eastern show right before I did USA's, actually. And I was a more nervous wreck doing the local show this year than I was doing my national show, because it was like my first outing since I had last year off because of an injury. And I come back on a local show, you don't want to be like, all eyes are on you. Well, for me at that point it was. And the last thing you want to do is show up and not be in shape or not do as well. So these people sometimes take these local shows like with less credibility. It's like, oh, it's just a local show, I'm worried about nationals. But my approach is come out your best every time, no matter what the show is. You know, even on I know these aren't like the tier 1 shows, but still, come out and impress everybody and show you're professional even on a local show.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip.
When you get to the national level, you can carry yourself and then moving forward, you know?
I like that. I like that. And Craig, what do you have to add to that in terms of the amateurs coming out? Seeing you guys here, it really uplifts them. It tells them that, you know what, you guys are still around.
But it's been a while. 15 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But
not in a bad negative way.
No, but you know, it's like, geez, I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, man, been a pro a long darn time. Yeah. But you know, the advice that I have, and this is what a lot of the younger guys today seem, you know, to not do. They actually rush. They don't take their time. I remember, you know, competing in some of the smaller shows first, and you know, you worked your way up to like the Suburban Championships and the Mr. New Jersey and the Metropolitan Championships. Now you get a guy who's doing his first show, and his first show right away is the Atlantic States. Yeah. You know, take your time. Don't burn yourself out. You want to have a long career, so you know, don't go crazy in the beginning, you know, trying to worry about getting your pro card, and all of a sudden you're a pro for a year and a half, 2 years, and now you're done. No one ever hears or, you know, sees you again. Take your time. It'll all come to you. If you are, you know, meant to be a pro and you work hard enough, and, you know, it'll definitely come. You know?
And that's great advice for the guys, like you said. Like you said, guys go out, they do the Atlantic States, these big shows where the competitiveness is there, and they don't really give themselves a chance. You know, get their gauge in and start almost like, you know, ease your way into it.
Absolutely.
That type of thing. Before, like you said, they burn themselves out.
They set their bar too high, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, even if you are, you are pro ready, who wants to jump into that pool right away anyway? I mean, get your feet wet, you know, and work your way up, I think. I did that. I took the approach pretty slowly, because I had guys like you mentoring me saying, you know, 1 year at a time, don't rush it. I've only done 5 shows.
Well, I told you maybe like 7 years ago that you were there. And here you go.
Well, I did start 10 years ago. So
here you go.
Circle. What we're trying to tell, our fans out there, the people that competed at this show, when they see this, look, it comes full circle. It's actually real.
Yeah.
You had people telling you,
we all start at one point.
You start at one point. You guys can get where you guys dream. Do it. Take the work that it takes to do it. It's not overnight, like you said. You've been a pro how many years?
15 years.
15-year pro right here. Nick.
I've been competing for 10 years, so 17. So
you know. And you're a pro. You turned pro. You took the overall at your show, correct?
Yep.
Comes full circle.
The funny thing is, I started my first contest was John Kemper, God bless him, was the Suburban in 1991. So
mine was the Garden State in 2005 or 6, whatever it was. Yeah.
And it's good to see, you know, New Jersey.
Yep.
You know, right back here. I love to see that you guys are still coming back. It shows in terms of how the growth of the game has grown. Look at the venue.
Yep. Yes. This show grew 3 times since last year.
Yeah, absolutely. You could tell me when you first competed in those Jersey shows. Now to come and see what they've been able to grow. The sport is growing. Look at the venues that we're in today.
Absolutely. I can remember, you know, competing in contests where there were only maybe, you know, 150 competitors, and you thought that was a lot. Right. Now, you know, there's 400 competitors, and you go like, wait a minute. the show was lasting like until like 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yes,
Wait a minute,
so
what's going on?
Going back to what you said though about putting the time in, I think not in a negative way, but physique kind of took away, guys working towards being a bodybuilder now. It was almost like a shortcut for them. So, which I appreciate the physique division. Like I respect it because guys not everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but it almost gave them like an answer like, oh, you know what, this is easier. I'll just train legs. I can do abs.
No,
but,
you're absolutely
you know what I mean?
right.
But
definitely
nothing against physique about it because I appreciate that and I respect their hard work. But coming from a bodybuilder doing this for 10 years and they turn pro in 2 shows, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like.
Well, I think every division, unfortunately, back when I was competing, in order to get a pro card, you had to win the overall USA, let's say.
There was only one pro card, right?
Just one guy got a pro card that night. It didn't matter how light you were, same thing at the Nationals. And the Nationals was the only contest that you could actually win your weight class and earn a pro card. And that usually went to the heavyweight. At the time when I was competing as an amateur, at the very end, super heavyweights came around. But before that, I would win, the year I won the Suburban and the Jersey, I was 190 pounds.
Wow.
Matt Duvall, God bless him, was 242, I think, or something that night. So
your pro card at what, Nationals?
Yes. Lost to Victor Martinez. I'll never let this down. He's my brother. I love him. Lost to him by 1 point.
Wow.
And, I have been chasing him ever since. And it seems that I will never, ever, ever, ever.
I want to thank Nick. Greg, thank you so much for coming on to the big show.
Thank
and
you.
a shout out and a happy birthday to Flex Lewis.
Of course.
And also Diamond Jim's Dwayne. Happy birthday, Dwayne.
Happy birthday, boys.
Thank you.
All right.
See you after
Guys
these
are getting old.
messages.